Welcome in, guys. If you're new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may be saying you and I'm talking to them. I may say them and I'm talking to you. So put yourself in this story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are both fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, I could be speaking about the present, might be talking about the future, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and my books are always open. However, next week I am going to be, my books are open, but next week I'm taking a few days off for vacation. We got fall break coming up and all that, so I'm taking a few days off for personals. But again, my books are always open. So even when I'm not working, I do let y'all know. Normally, I take my cards with me when I travel. I've decided I'm not doing that. So I deserve a vacation too. Okay, so let's just get started. I decided for some reason, I was called to pick up my story cards. So I grabbed them. Actually, let me look at the bottom. Okay. Okay. So today, let's talk about what we're doing here. Okay, so it looks like the first cards that I pulled were Faith, Explore, and Unity. And what it looks like to me, it feels like, based on all the cards that I have here, I do feel like there's someone here who may be in a space of like exploring their spirituality, exploring the different facets of themselves and their core beliefs. And I think at present time, someone is being invited to like learn how to integrate their emotions while continuing to be grounded, or to try to like ground themselves, right? I also feel like whatever this person is, whatever somebody is experiencing, it feels like they're having to exercise blind faith, is precisely the words that I just heard. They're having to exercise blind faith, not being able to really see or understand, but just to trust in the process. I do get the energy that somebody may be going through, I don't know, this could feel like, this kind of feels like a spiritual awakening of sorts, right? And I think right now somebody is deeply questioning their beliefs. They could be questioning their intentions behind, you know, why they do what they do or why they've done what they've done. The dilemma that somebody may be experiencing, again, I said blind faith over here, and then we have trust in the center. So we have wildflower, trust, and adoration. And so, and then round and round, clarified by round and round. So I kind of feel like there is someone here who is struggling with either their growth or the growth of another person. This person may also be experiencing some trust issues or having some difficulty in trusting, say, the unknown, okay? I do feel as though there's someone here that has a lot of, I heard, an affinity. Some type of, for me, this feels like exactly the word adoration, but it feels like respect. It feels like love. It feels like, you know, honesty. It feels like vulnerability. Somebody here is struggling with either displaying those emotions or just holding space for themselves to experience those emotions. And it feels very debilitating because I feel like somebody is struggling maybe to move out of this space because it feels very mental, it feels very cerebral, like that somebody's just sitting here just kind of like ruminating. It's a struggle here, okay? The lesson in all of this, I have home, solitude, and loss. So And it's clarified by truth be told in the reverse. So I feel like the lesson here has a lot to do. This could be a family situation. This could be dealing with somebody's home life. Interesting, because I'm looking at solitude, and solitude has, like, the home card has an actual house, right? But the solitude card has, it looks like a tent, but it's still giving me like home. So this could be like somebody being like, their lesson here is them having to kind of be alone with themselves and experiencing a loss. There may have been a loss of life, or there's some loss here. Okay. There could be a loss of a home, I'm hearing as well. And it's because whoever this person is hasn't been honest. They either have not been honest with themselves, or they're not being honest with other people. Okay, there's that. Let's jump into tarot. Let's use this deck. Hope you guys have been well. I know that last reading that I gave, I haven't actually been called to do that again. I thought it was going to be a thing, and literally haven't been nudged to pick up the cards since, which is the reason why I haven't done another reading other than doing my client reads. I think I mentioned this a few readings back. Like, I'm now, instead of just pushing content, which I had been doing, Spirit's kind of leaning me into focusing on my other business a little bit more, which is what I've been doing, and only to pick up these cards when I'm being urged to do so. So if the timing has not been good for you guys, I'm sorry. Like, I like pushing content, but not if I don't feel it. All right. Let's go down with my collective. All right, it's funny because when I first pulled these cards, the very first thing that I heard was I heard defending my position. So I have someone here who I feel I heard building an empire. So I have somebody here who may be working really, really hard on trying to establish some sense of stability. You could be really focused on your healing. You could be really focused on taking care of your family, taking care of your kids, taking care of your business, taking care of something. You may have like a new project that you're working on. I feel like you may have a lot of stuff going on. You may have a lot of stuff going on. I feel I'm getting a couple of things here. One, I feel like somebody here is extremely tired. But almost to a sense, it's kind of like maybe somebody here is doing too much, right? But I also feel like you're in this really protective energy where you're, whatever you're working on, you may be very protective of it, like not really letting other people in on, whatever it is that you're doing, which is appropriate as far as I'm concerned. You've persevered, though, and I feel like it's that perseverance and that dedication to whatever it is that you're creating or building that is going to equate to success, right? In the recent past, you may have made certain decisions to break away, because I have this, this home up here and somebody's lost. I see where there's a decision to break away from some type of foundational situation. Could be family. And it's kind of like, it's a really interesting energy, because I feel like you may have made the decision with a lot of reservation and reluctance. And while you still may have love for the people in your family, like if this is a family dynamic, like you still got love for them, but I feel like there's a line in the sand. You've pretty much erected your boundaries in such a way where, it's like, I love you, but I love me more. Okay? All right. I'm here for that. Interesting. So, I have someone here who is, my phone is just like totally going off. I have someone here who maybe like trying to contact you, or I heard a burning desire. Somebody has a burning desire to communicate something to you. And I heard it's a big revelation. So whatever this information is, and it's coming, and somebody may be traveling to you. And if this isn't like travel, this is just somebody, this is a fast moving energy. I got a couple of cards of that. I have somebody wanting to, this could also be, this could be like an email. You could get an email. And if it's not an email, there's something, something could be delivered to you. I'm getting strong energy of a delivery. So there could be something delivered to you. It could be it's a message though. Okay. Now, I do have somebody watching. Potentially they could be looking you up or researching you in order to like get your information so that they can contact you. But whatever this is, whatever they have to say or communicate, there's a burning desire to communicate this, because I feel like whatever this is, and I'm looking at this Ace of Swords and it's surrounded by flames, I kind of feel like whatever this information is, it's about to make some changes. I heard burn something down. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I get this. Okay. This is interesting because this is kind of like the past and the future are similar kinds of energy. Similar kinds of energy, with the exception of the fact that there's a little bit of anxiety and stress here. And this may not even be your energy. This could literally, because I see there's some stress around a situation, or where somebody's not putting any more effort or any energy into it anymore, and so somebody's stressed about that. I did say, like in the beginning, I said it feels like maybe somebody's going through some type of an awakening, and it's because you've exited the building, or you've left the connection, or you've walked away from the situation with this Eight of Cups. I feel like whatever you're walking away from, it is definitely connected to your past. And like, again, I said, you may still have love for them, but I feel like whatever the reason why you're moving away from it is because it doesn't leave you with any type of nostalgic feelings. You don't feel the warm and fuzzies. You may have love for these people or this person, but there's nothing in these cups. There's nothing in these cups. Okay. Unknown factors. Unknown factors. It's always when I go to record that my phone starts blowing up with text messages. I'm like looking from the side. I'm like, I just see all these notifications. Yeah. You know, it's wild. You're so much better off, child. You're so much better off on your own. I feel like, again, I started off with this Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like you've been really working hard to create a sense of stability for yourself, for your family, or, to provide, to create this sense of stability surrounding your own needs, your needs specifically. Okay. I feel as though heard you're just patiently waiting, but I definitely feel like I'm hearing like I need to express to you that you're solid. Whatever that means to you, okay? Now, if there has been some type of, I feel like you've been motivated maybe by past hurts or past heartbreaks, like you were motivated to heal yourself, and it may have been a very long process, but I feel like justice is being served because now you're in a space of stability. So like if at one point, you know, you were on the opposite end of the wheel and things weren't going so well for you financially or anything like that, you're in a much different space. You're in a different headspace. You're in a different financial space. And that's exactly what was supposed to happen. Once you decided to no longer prioritize people and situations that weren't necessarily pouring into you. And I feel like you're motivated to continue keeping this barrier around yourself and, you know, to protect the things that you love, the people that you love, you know, protecting yourself even. I'm here for it. We like it. Okay. You might be concerned, you may have concerns about, and you're kind of keeping things, you know, to yourself, but I feel like you might be concerned if someone is coming in, because I'm seeing this up here, if this is the same person, I kind of feel like if somebody approaches you potentially with an apology, I feel like you're a little bit worried that this person may try to like pull you into a third party situation, and that's for some, that's not for everybody. I'm getting a weird selfish energy off of this though. So you could be worried. Okay, hold on. All right. So I feel like you've got your boundaries up, and I see a few cards that kind of display the imagery of having boundaries up. I kind of feel like you may be in this energy of, you know, you want to protect yourself, you're, you know, protecting your work, you're protecting your family, you're protecting your home. While you may be concerned that somebody may come in and, you know, try to apologize to you, but they may be trying to wrangle you into third party. That's one. The other thing is, I think someone here is a little bit concerned about, I heard love bombing, but that's not what I'm getting off of this. But you could also be concerned about love bombing. I heard it's kind of like what it's giving me is like somebody's worried about someone else taking liberties that are not being extended. I hope that lands. So it's almost like you don't want to backslide when this person or whoever this is comes towards you. You've gotten yourself to this space, like, you know, this you're in a fortress. You're in this space now, but you don't want somebody to come in and try to like encroach on your boundaries for their own personal gain. Thank you. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So potential obstacles may be that okay. Here's the thing, because I said there is an apology, right? And again, part of your blockages and obstacles is that I feel like, I don't know if there's a concern. I'm still getting this concern feeling I'm looking at the imagery, but the feelings that are coming up from this, it's kind of like somebody wants to come in to apologize, to heal the connection between the two of you, right? But I think, and again, I did say, you still have love for this person. You still got love for these people, whoever, right? You still got love here. I think you're concerned that them coming in with an apology or to heal. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's just jump past that, because I think you're worried more about the decision that you'll have to make once this apology comes in. So, okay. So say if somebody comes in with an apology and they want to hash it out, you know, remember I always say reconciliation doesn't mean reunion. But this feels like you might feel like you have to make some kind of a choice just because this person apologizes to you. They can apologize. Remember, reconciliation does not mean reunion. Like literally, if you intuitively don't feel like their energy is, you know, like if you don't feel like they're keeping it a buck. Now, I don't have anything out here saying that they're lying. I mean, part of their lesson here is that, you know, they may have been a liar in the past. But if you're worried about them coming in to apologize and then putting you in a position of where you have to choose, like say you've already decided, like I'm walking away from this and not looking back, keep that energy if that's how you feel. You know, don't, because the thing is that your resolve is your resolve. So if you make the decision like I'm not going back there and I'm not doing that shit again, then don't go back there and don't do that shit again. But don't be afraid of this potential apology and an opportunity to heal not just yourself, but to allow them to heal and heal the connection. Healing the connection don't mean you got to re-engage with it. I'm just saying. I think that's where somebody here is struggling with. Just because you reconcile, y'all could literally fist bump and walk away. Okay? So I feel like somebody here is really concerned about this potential reconciliation because they feel like they may be put in a position where they gotta choose. No. Y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be mad. What you need to release is this fear of potential of a new opportunity. Now, I didn't say new opportunity with the old person. I didn't say that. Okay, so don't put words in my mouth. Because that's not really what I'm looking at. I feel like there's someone here, and I feel like it's a bigger opportunity for the other person to heal. Yeah, it could lend to your healing, I guess. But I kind of feel like there's potential here for a new beginning. There's potential here. And I think you're afraid of the unknowns with the moon and the tower here and this Ace of Cups. Somebody is afraid of this new beginning or the potential of. And you need to just let that go. I mean, it sounds easy. It's easier said than done. I get it. Interesting. Oh, wow. These are the same people. Oh, well, that's interesting. Wait, this is two. You know, I like to look at the people on the cards, like the amount of people, the genders of the people, just to kind of get some clues. Over here, I got 2 men and a woman. Over here, I got 2 women and a man. There's something about to change, and I think somebody here is a little bit freaked out about the potential of what those changes could be and what that could mean. Oh my God. The lesson here for somebody here. Oh my God. Okay. So I feel like the lesson here okay. There's a situation that may be connected to your past, connected to your lineage, connected to your family, right? That may have been, I heard, guarded and protected. Take that how it resonates. Maybe you kept it to yourself. Maybe you don't talk about these things. Maybe you don't tell these stories, right? But the thing is, I said there's this whole fear of the unknown. Part of the lesson here is like you literally can't control what happens. And if this isn't you, what I have here is like literally somebody may have been very controlling in the past, very my way or the highway, and they have been very dishonest. There have been a bunch of lies. And I kind of feel like, remember I said over here, part of this lesson was the solitude in the home, and there's a sense of loss because somebody lied. Like that's literally here. The lesson, literally the lesson from up here is the same energy of the lesson right here in these cards. Somebody here has been dishonest because they were trying to control the narrative of how they were viewed or how they were seen, and their lesson was here to be honest. So literally there could be something coming out here as I'm looking. There may be something, some information that comes out that changes everything, and it's relating to a love dynamic, some type of relationship where maybe somebody here had been incredibly selfish. Incredibly selfish. Damn. And the advice for this person, I kind of feel like, remember in the beginning I felt like I wasn't really sure who I was talking to, but based on this section of cards here, it feels like I'm talking to not my collective. The advice for this person or whoever this is that may be going through some type of a spiritual awakening is for them to just allow this to happen. Okay, there is an end coming, or the end is literally here. And I don't feel like this person ever foresaw that happening. And literally, they're supposed to just sit in it. Yeah, time for a nap at the bottom of the deck. Like, I saw this when I was laying the cards. It was like literally time for a nap and regeneration in the reverse with Yang in the reverse. It's literally like they have to just take it. This ending, whatever this is, they're stuck. This person may be stuck in spiritual jail because of like all these lies and the deceit and everything that was done in the past. This is part of their karma. Okay. Okay. There's a message here that you have not received. It's been withheld. There's been a mess. This sound, and I'm not even using the kipper. I'm staring at it, but I'm not going to pick the kipper up. There may be a message that has been withheld that would offer you an opportunity for a new life. And I'm literally looking at these three cards up here with this Eight of Wands, Page of Swords, and this Ace of Swords. This burning truth, I feel, would be part of this message that you haven't received that would allow you to have a new life. Baby. Archangel Michael is out here. So somebody's plan did not work. And I feel like it didn't work because Archangel Michael has been riding for you all this time. Especially if the main goal was to take you out. And like I said, you still have love for these people. You still have love for this person, but you're not thinking about them. This person's not on your radar. You're not even... You're not thinking about them or their lies because you already know the truth. You are... Son, everything's already been illuminated to you. You already know. So you're not even really, you know, it's not a thing for you. Let's grab some tea leaves. Oh. All right. We have tent, temporary situation. Pineapple, reconciliation. But remember, reconciliation doesn't mean reunion. So if you're stressed out and worried, like, you know, if you've got a little bit of apprehension and you're a little bit stressed out about the potential or the idea that you might reconcile, reconciliation doesn't mean reunion. You could literally just sit, have a conversation, hear them out without an attitude. Hear them out, hear what they have to say, have a discussion. And if at that time you decide, you know what, I've moved on and I've already ain't tripping off of that anymore. If you feel like you need to get some shit off your chest, go ahead and do that. But I'm not invested in this relationship anymore. You ain't got nothing to worry about. So don't, I kind of see the anxiety in it. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. Needle and thread, a sincere wish is granted. Whale, great worry over nothing. Okay, listen to your intuition. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. You got Archangel Michael out here. There's nothing to worry about, okay? Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. The month of January may be of significance. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Okay, Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. We love it. Moon, changes in your life. Sun, happiness and well-being. And I don't care if these aren't tarot cards, but when the sun and the moon are out, as far as I'm concerned, that is complete and total illumination. You're going to see it all, okay? Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. We like it. These are good cards. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you or give you clarity over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate it to those who need the message the most. We'll roll into another reading. I'm going to grab a different deck of cards, and we're going to do a whole different format and see what we get. All right, I'll see you guys on the other side. Take care. Bye.